Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful week. So, what are your plans for the weekend? Make it a memorable one, okay? All right. Now, like we talked about the other day, you are that can of Coke that has been shaken up for so long. You start to spew out all of this stuff, or spews out in an internal way and retreats and says, I can't connect with you. I cannot connect with you. I can't emotionally. I can't physically. So you are reactive. Now what about the guy? Now they take this as a haha. It really takes two to tango. It's a two-way street. This is an equal relationship, and you are treating me as badly as I treat you. So don't get on your high horse or use the A word with me, abuse, unless you are willing to look in the mirror. So we had toward this issue of personal responsibility and the devil made me do it. Can another person's behavior be provoking? Sure, but short of a gun to your head, and maybe not even then, someone cannot make you do something that you don't choose to do. Part of the abusive dynamic is to avoid taking responsibility for their own behavior or for your own behavior. And there are a number of ways to do that. One is simply to deny they did it, or to blame the perception of it on the partner rather than own that what they did. But one of the most common ways to avoid responsibility is to say, if I did this and you did something like that, then it's like a math equation, and they cancel each other out. So the fact that you have committed some bad behaviors, then I don't have to look at mine. Isn't this how we or he thinks? So the response is, I don't want to hear about what he did. What you want to hear about is the permission he gave himself to speak as he does, to act as he does. What is the thought in his head? What is the thought in his head that allows him to say, it's okay to call her that name, that it is okay for him to speak to you that way, that it is okay for him to do these things? What is the belief in your head that gives you this permission for that? So back to the math equation. Is that faulty thinking then on his part? To think one bad act on your part cancels one bad act on his part? Is this good behavior on his part to engage on equalization? No, it obscures the point that he's been abusive. This is not a good strategy on his part. It's not a legitimate one. The however is this. It is not okay for you to lose control. It's understandable. It is so understandable, given what you've endured, but it doesn't make it desirable. It's not even what you desire. At the end of the day, you have to be able to live with yourself. It's really important that you do not get to the place where you are so shaken that this happens. So, how do you react? Do you use words that you shouldn't? Do you do things that you shouldn't? Do you fall into his behavior? Do you believe that one bad act cancels out another? So much to think about. Not what he necessarily says or does, but how you react. Guys, it's been a long week. I ask that you go back and watch this series again. Think about what you've been learning and what you can do differently. Again, I cannot stress enough that you find someone to help you in this journey, to guide you. This is so very important. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Make some positive changes and start doing the healing work. I'll see you back here Monday for part 7 of Escaping the Cycle of Reactive Abuse.